Hello and welcome to Clear Channel 333. My name is Yolanda. Welcome in or welcome back. Please always check the description box before proceeding with any video here on my channel. Today, I have a message for the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? And it's a two-part message because part of the message is from your spirit guides, the universe, okay, bringing through a message, but also a message directly from your divine masculine counterpart, okay? So this is going to be a very specific message for divine feminines. So if that resonates with you in your journey, this most likely is your message. But I'm going to pull out more confirmations, first with the charms, and then confirmations at the end. I will pull out more confirmations. So let's see. First of all, the message coming through is a message of being slow and deliberate with how you handle yourself, how you move about your everyday life, with slow intent is how it's coming through, okay? Now, the confirmation I got from this message was the Three of Wands, which is seeing the bigger picture, envisioning the bigger picture, something you're passionate about. It could be travel, and this card says enterprise, okay? So it could have to do with building something that you're very passionate about, okay? But it's a energy of expansion and doing more. It's your time. Like, that's the bulk of the message. It's your time, okay? So you may be coming across imagery of the phoenix. But Three of Wands says, after the planning period of the Two of Wands, it's time to put those plans into action. Open the doors of opportunity to broaden your scope. Start thinking long term and be ready to embrace change. So when I say this is a two-part message, the first part of the message to this is Spirit is saying you're ahead of the curve, okay? So most likely you are someone who, I'm hearing thrusted yourself into healing. You didn't really wait around and you took the initiative is what I want to say, okay? It's how I want to word that. You took the initiative on your own to dig deep and begin healing the things that you noticed weren't really aligned for you, okay? And so some confirmations for this is you didn't make a New Year's resolution, okay? Or you tend not to make a New Year's resolution. You kind of just, if you notice there's something you need to change about your behavior or patterns or your routine, you just go into that, okay? But if you are someone who did, Spirit is saying you didn't need to, okay? Because you've already been making the needed corrections, okay? And I'm going to go into this deck, the Inner Wisdom Compass is what this deck is called, to see like what you did, what does it encompass, what parts are changing, okay? And I'm seeing gears. It's giving me like, inside of a watch. So you could have been slowly transitioning, changing, and making improvements in your life is what I feel. But like I said, this message is based around self-starting, you taking the initiative. Like, no one had to come tell you that a certain pattern you kept repeating needed change. Like, it's something you witnessed on your own and you started making corrections, okay? So, let's see. This card of the Phoenix says it's your time. It's your time to shine and be all the Creator has created you to be. Seize the day. Seizing the day. Noticing something and taking action, okay? The card of headstrong is here, and this is a stag, and it signifies, especially if you're seeing white stags or have been, it's your confirmation that you were on the spiritual journey. But like I said, it's a self-starting energy that's present. It says maybe it's time to get out of your own way. Nobody knows everything, and there will be times when you will just have to accept that. That is the energy. It's like I said, it's getting out of your own way. You understand, you acknowledged and accepted the changes you needed to make, and right behind that is self-care, and right behind that is honesty, being honest with yourself and others, no matter how brutally honest you had to be or accepting of the truth of things you had to change. It's what was done. Okay, so let's see. And the delay card is there, but the delay card speaks of pausing. It's a hangman energy. So the area of pausing, slowing down, regrouping, seeing things in a different way, a new perspective. Now, the reading that I did yesterday speaks about Saturn going into Aries and being in the sign of Aries for 2 years. And the message was about things that needed to be done. Okay. Lessons that needed to be learned or wrapped up, tying up loose ends. This message here, if you have viewed that message, this could be the continuation of the energy. Okay. But this message is more about, like I said, someone being ahead of the curve, which is not waiting. You may have just, you felt that it was something that needed to be done specifically. And it could be the self-care portion of this. Putting yourself first, okay? Allowing yourself rest. And not delaying when needed to take a break. And it's reminding me of today, like I was going to get up and record, and I set a time for myself for 11, and it didn't happen like that. And I needed to just lay down and just regroup, and I fell asleep, and I woke up and felt better. Like I allowed myself to just go ahead and get the rest I felt my body needed. Okay. So the message of where are you going? Okay. Well, before I get to that, Spirit is asking you to be on the lookout for opportunities. Okay. It says these could be opportunities in self-employment, travel, a new job, a creative project, a position of authority, a romantic partnership, and a romance abroad. Okay, so if any of that sounds familiar and it's something that's already been on your mind, this is definitely your message. Okay. So let's go into the charms, because literally I feel like there's a little bit of me rushing through this message, and it's part of the message, like slow down and pay attention, being slow and deliberate. So let's see, charms, confirmations for the collective needing this message today, please and thank you, Spirit. Right off top, I do see the stag, and I also see, now this is giving me the energy of fishing, like these charms are all caught on the tweezers. So these could be special confirmations. Okay. So let's see. And literally I took them off of the tweezers and they're in the palm of my hands. So love is here. The word love. So you may be hearing the word love frequently, or it's been on your mind a lot. There's a party hat here. So definitely celebration. Spirit is saying it's your time. Okay. It's time to celebrate a new era. And this charm here, there's two interlocking circles. One's a diamond and the other is gold. Okay. And I'm hearing promise. But of course, as I'm going through these confirmations, if anything else comes up for you at first glance, first something that comes to your mind, take that as confirmation as well. And there's an open heart, but at the top, there looks like there's an infinity. Okay. Okay, so then we also have the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so Paris, anywhere in Europe could be significant confirmation for someone. And here's that stag or a reindeer. Okay. And like I said, doing something early, because there are, that's like Christmas energy. So December, the winter, like not waiting for the new year to begin your transformation. Okay. Violet is here twice with a star and that deer. And that's giving me third eye. Okay. And then there's a rabbit here. And this is new beginnings, it's abundance. It's also creativity, abundance, but creating something new. It's also fertility, being fertile in mind and body is what's coming through. Here's another, this is a pink triangle. There's a blue star. Throat chakra. There's a dog here. It's giving me Scotland, but also there's a shortbread cookie called Walkers. Okay, so that could be confirmation for you. And then there's a silver star here. There's a lot of star energy. Okay. And the star is healing, hope, faith. And then I'm getting the phrase jagged heart. Okay, so there's an open heart here, and then there's a I call this the unrequited love heart is actually what this is. So because both sides aren't even. So this open heart, remaining open-hearted after unrequited love situations, that has been the message that's come through. Every time I use this charm bag, 222, as I say this, every time I pull charms, there's two hearts that come out. One is this unrequited love. So that's definitely an area of healing. I feel a lot of the collective is moving away from that unrequited love situations. Of course, this is a divine masculine, divine feminine topic here. So moving into spiritual, romantic connections is part of the message. So Spirit is saying, beware or be on the lookout, okay, for opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves. So any of these areas, self-employment, travel, new job, creative project, anything that's already been on your mind, Spirit is letting you know these things are going to be presenting themselves. So to pay attention. And so I'm going to go into this divine masculine message to the divine feminine. And when I was getting ready for this reading, I was getting the impression, it felt like as if the divine masculine was posing a question to the divine feminines. Where do you want to go? Okay, especially with the deck that I have pulled out, it incorporates places, okay, around the world. And even for some of you, this could be, where are you? Like your divine masculine is wanting to link up, because telepathically you're connected. So your thoughts, your actions, your day-to-day happenings, you're all, these things are going back and forth, ideas and what have you. So with this Three of Wands energy and your thought process, what you're focusing on most, okay, your divine masculine will get the message, okay? So It's almost as if they're planning, but trying to incorporate you in the plans, even though you're not physically connected, if you get what I mean, okay? Because the confirmation for the message was the Magician, 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is like being all in your mind. But the Magician is manifesting and creating, okay? So they could really desire is how it's coming through. Desire to know what your feelings are. And you don't have to have ever come into physical contact with this person. You're connected, okay? By energy. So what's going to help with this is visualization, I feel, for the most part. Visualizing where you want to go. Any of these places that come out of the deck, if you've already been thinking of these places or you've been seeing these places often, is going to be your confirmation that that's where you need to go. If you're being drawn to certain places, it's going to be where you need to go. Okay. Or if you feel like you don't need to be traveling there and it's just something on your mind, this is going to be somewhere that you will go. Okay. And confirmation for your person that, okay, I was picking up. It's I feel like it's more confirmation for them so that when you're divinely aligned to link up, these will be things that help you reassure one another. Oh, okay, this is my person. Let's see. 3 of Wands. What's your big picture idea? Can you visualize yourself there? You're connected telepathically. Your person will get the message, is the message that came through. Okay. So let me see. Let me go to this tarot deck. Holy Spirit, show me. What does the collective need to know as far as places? Also, it's giving me, and I'm going to pull 6 cards, is what I was guided to do. Okay. So 6 is the home, it's family, it's unconditional love, it's harmony, peace, balance. And I'm getting balance, restoration. So restoring balance. 311, you could be seeing. 6 cards, please and thank you, Holy Spirit. The world. The world is literally, if you've already been thinking of world travel, and I'm getting a cruise ship, okay? This is going to be your confirmation that is most likely the part of your message. Your divine masculine is saying, where are you? Okay. So if you've been thinking about world travel, this most likely would be you meeting while you're traveling. Okay. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. That is harmony. Let's see, 3 more, please and thank you. I'm going to go to the guidebook to see where these places are. And the High Priestess just came out, and that strong telepathic communication, an inner knowing, okay? The Hanged Man, there's that pause. The pause to think and regroup. 1 more, please, and thank you, Spirit. And the King of Coins. The King of Coins is a stable energy. And there's an evergreen on the back of this tortoise, okay? And that's giving me, they are where you are. You may not even need to travel, okay? The 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You definitely are seeing 1111. And this is the coming together. This is the marriage, the union, okay? And right behind that is the Sun, masculine energy, asking you, where do you want to go, or where are you, okay? Hierophant being here is a higher level of commitment. So let's see where these places are. Okay, so The devil card here is Brazil. Okay, so it doesn't have to be Brazil specifically, but it can be, or just South America. Okay. Temperance, India. Anywhere in India. Okay, if these places have already been on your mind, this is where you want to follow your intuition. The High Priestess is here. Follow that intuitive nudge and go to where you're being guided, drawn to. Okay. And always get confirmation from your spirit team. Is this where I need to be? Okay. Let's see. The World card, New Zealand. Okay. The Hanged Man, Italy. Okay. Let's see. The High Priestess is Turkey. It says Arabic folktale. Okay. So let's see the next one. The Sun, that is Egypt. Okay. And I'm going to go into, I have my past life love message deck. I'm going to pull messages from your divine masculine at the end to get more of an idea of what they want to communicate to you. 144 as I say that. Okay. Let's see. King of Coins. The King of Coins, North America. Okay, so in North America, this is the Iroquois mythology. Okay, so indigenous people of the Americas is significant for someone. And I'm going to go see, since the Four of Wands did present itself, I'm going to see what place that is. Geographically, where is this story from? India. So India is here twice. It's going to be very significant for someone's connection. India. The message of a romance abroad was the last message that I got for opportunities. So definitely, especially with the World card here, opportunities, a romance abroad. Someone is going to meet someone while traveling. Okay, and it's giving me like already having planned. So that may be a very specific message for someone. You've already planned this travel situation, or especially if it's world travel. And I just saw 314 and it was 314 on the clock that I was noticing, but I'm seeing it again. So that's significant for someone, that number. And this is my I Remember You Tarot Love Message deck. And you can find it in my link tree in my bio. It'll be the first link in my link tree. This is past life relationship messages. Okay. It's a remembering of your person. The first message from the Divine Masculine says, you are living proof that unconditional love exists. Okay. And it says grateful. This person is grateful for you. The message of this being a double message, there's a message from Spirit on the bottom. It says, you chose this double mission, 144. We already saw the 144 confirmation. Alchemy and alignment. The Magician is here. The Divine Masculine is trying to bring things into alignment. Of course, they are the guiding force in the physical, meaning they have to plan. So they're going to be moving on their intuition as you're telepathically communicating these messages to them, okay, of where do you want to go and where are you, okay? Messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine needing this message today, please and thank you, Spirit. Out of all the places in the world, I had no clue that I would run across the love of my life in such a place as this. So it's just confirming. They need to know where to be, okay? Excuse me. Serendipity, divine orchestration, by chance encounter, okay? Serendipitous meetings. But of course, you're guiding one another intuitively, okay? Messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. You put a spell on me, see you in their dreams, can't get you off their mind, seeing you everywhere they go, even if you're not there. Past life memories, you feel unforgettable. For some of you, you've already crossed paths, okay? You may not know that this is your person, but this person is dreaming of you. You definitely could be dreaming of one another, okay? I can see your halo. You are heavenly, mysterious. Aura, glow, silver or white. Let's see, let's get a few more. Strongest energy, please and thank you. Messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Needing this message today. I am yours. You are mine forever and always. I will show you these words, not just speak them. And here is the magician and the high priestess, okay? So that is a very strong energetic connection. 3, 2, 1 on the timer. 1971 could be significant. 64 could be significant as well, which is a 10. It says evenly yoked. It's time, it's divine. So that's why you'll feel your person's energy very strong, because it's time to come together, okay? Their energy is asking to be guided to you, is what I feel, okay? Let's see. 2 more, please and thank you. Strongest messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. Needing this message at this time. 2 more, please and thank you, Spirit. Nothing is impossible. I'll make my way to you. Rearranging, scheduling, trip planning, loose ends, date set. It's on the calendar. Train, plane, car rental, road trip, bus drive. Oh, excuse me, bus ride. There could be something about a bus driver, but take it as it resonates. This is confirming the divine masculine is planning. 747, as I say that, they want clarity. Even though it's not in the physical, most likely you have not had a physical conversation, or they could just ask you. This is a message of their energy reaching out to you for confirmation, for clarity. Okay, the divine masculine is solely relying on the telepathic bond you have. 1 more, please. Thank you. I asked for 1 more. That's 4. Let me see. 1 more, please, and thank you, Spirit. You just hit different. It's something about you. It factor. There's something about you, like that message says, I see your halo. Okay, they view you as being angelic. Okay, and I'm hearing a gift from the gods. That's Pandora in my Greek mythology deck. So Greece could be significant as well. But that is the Page of Cups. And Page of Cups is, it's intuition, but it's also spontaneous. It's a gift, and it's elopement, okay? An important conversation is coming. Breakthrough, truth, clarity, insight, 737, and we saw 747, which is my Ace of Swords for truth and clarity. So this is a message of the divine masculine reaching out energetically to get clear on how to find you or where you would like to go, okay? So with that being said, this is your message. May it have been helpful in the way you needed it most. Take care.